It's time for us to give you a rundown on some of our national and international stories for this Thursday morning. It is June 15th, 2017, and I am Steve Floyd, the man with the face made for radio. Let's take a look at some of our headlines. In London, a massive fire at the Grenfell Tower, at least 12 dead. However, there could have been hundreds of people in that area when the fire went off. It happened a little bit after midnight. First reports came in. The rescuers arrived around 1 a.m., and the entire tower was an inferno. People jumping out of windows, throwing their babies out of windows. You could hear the screams from inside. London obviously is undergoing quite a number of catastrophes lately, and our heart goes out to them. Bernie Sanders says that he is sickened after he found out that it was one of his supporters who shot top Republican Steve Scalise and his Republican aides. 5 people went to hospital. This at the baseball practice on Wednesday. This is something that the baseball game that happens between Democrats and Republicans every year. It's one of these signs of American whatever. Well, this guy showed up with a rifle, asking the politicians if they're Democrat or Republican, and shooting the Republicans. Who, by the way, was killed by Capitol Police. The blocks on media in the Arab states, it's not only the threats to individuals who support Qatar, but now a block on media reports about the issue. Well, some of the UN organizations, including Human Rights Watch, are coming out and saying, no, this is violating free speech. You cannot order an individual not to speak his mind. People are allowed to have an opinion, especially about what their government is doing. And for you to penalize people for expressing that opinion or to completely block the opportunity from doing so is a violation of their human rights. Republican senators are nearly done drafting their latest health care proposal. However, they're doing it in secret, which, there's supposed to be these committee meetings and hearings and whatever else not happening. It's being done behind closed doors. It's getting a little bit of criticism. In Michigan, 6 different officials have been criminally charged in the Flint water crisis, saying that they should have known that there was sickness in the water that they were getting from the river instead of the lake. The reason why they should have known is because their own departments had reports on that before they made the switch over. So now they've got criminal charges against 6 different officials in Michigan. Thousands more U.S. troops could be headed to Afghanistan. This after Secretary of Defense Mattis says that America is, quote, not winning. And Trump has given him the power to set the troop levels. Has anybody seen the new Brad Pitt movie on Netflix called War Machine? Counterinsurgency doesn't work, people. All right, more stories than we have time for, including the modernization of Russia's strategic bombers, China developing hypersonic missiles, new sanctions coming against Russia, and a new instant messaging law being passed in Russia that basically gives the Russian authorities the power to limit who gets to email who. In Paris, a couple of boys went missing in the catacombs, so they were missing for 3 days. And the last story that I will mention to you is that the father of that Aleppo boy, you remember that image of the boy covered in ash, immediately hit all of the news sites around the world. Well, his father is slamming the white helmets for profiting off of his son's ash-strewn image, saying they tried to make his injuries look worse than they were, and then using him as a symbol to try to get more military involvement. He said children should be images of peace and not used as images of propaganda. You want more news? Check out the website, radiofreespeech.com. If you become a paid subscriber, I will send you 30 to 40 minutes audio form directly to your inbox. You can download it to your iPod or any kind of phone, actually. I also have an app for both Android and Apple. You can listen on your way to work. That's radiofreespeech.com. Thanks.